Hi, welcome to Moving Qigong Practice. I'm Liv, and I'll be here to hold space and guide you. For many of us, we've all been feeling an energy shift around us. Maybe in the past few days, we've been feeling confused, frustrated, and even disappointed because we feel stuck at where we are in life. So this practice is designed exactly for a moment like this. We'll be working on 3 moves as part of the series called 333, where in 30 minutes, we will use 3 simple moves to tune into our body and stretch out any tension our body has stored. And I hope at the end of it, you will find some joy and ease and clarity. First, let's set up our foundation with the quintessential pose. Our feet is 1 foot apart. You may measure with your right foot, and they should be hip distance apart. Our knee is just slightly bent over our toes. Next, you can place your hand at your tailbone, and like you're pulling a towel upward between our legs, our tailbone area is tucked in, our sacrum forward and upward closer to our spine. Our arms are also rounded with a slightly bent elbow on both sides. Relax your neck and shoulders. Let's rotate from your right. Let's do the other side. Roll back your shoulders. The shoulders usually tense up when our body's in a high alert mode. Shake out your arms. Keep your shoulder down. When you do this, you will find yourself naturally back to the bent elbow position. Now imagine we have an egg underneath our armpit with our palm facing to the ground. Relax your hand and start paying attention to the sensation we feel in our palms, in our fingers, simply by drawing small circles. We don't often pay attention to how we're feeling, so let's take a deep breath and just be still in this position. Now, let's stretch a bit more. Pull your shoulder backward, opening your chest, and bring them back to their fronts. Draw your elbow in and back. Knees together and back. Keep your chin down and your tongue touching the roof of your mouth at the back of the front teeth. Now we'll do an opening to remove any unwanted qi and energy in our body. Measure 3 fingers below your belly button. If you're female, place a right hand over there, and if you're a male, place your left. Once that is done, place your other hand on top. Take a deep breath in and exhale through your mouth as we start lowering down our body. Keep your knee bent. Now we're at the bottom. Breathe in through your nose, hold it, and we'll come back up. Do it 2 more times. Inhale through our nose, exhale through our mouth as we come down. Breathe in, hold it, come back up, knees still bent. Last time, exhale through your mouth, letting it all out. Come back up, hold it, and return to normal breathing. Now that we have activated the lower dantian, let's clear any preserved energy that overstayed their welcome. This time, inhale as we lower our body. When we reach to the bottom, the back of our hands are sticking to each other. Now exhale, push the palm outward, pushing out what we want to let go. Breathe in as we turn our palms inward, coming back like we're bringing an energy ball back to the center. As soon as our palm touch, turn it around finger by finger. Exhale, pushing it out for the second time. Relax your gaze, your eyebrows, and simply use your intention. Breathe in, palms drawing the energy back towards us. Palm touched, and turn with our palm now facing out. And breathe out as we push outward for the last time. Breathe in, come back. This time, place our hands on top of each other in front of our dantian and slowly bring ourselves back up, using your leg to guide your movement to prevent us from leaning forward. Now let's start with our first move called turn and gaze at the moon. Have both of your hands hanging down and relax in front of your hips. Start forming a loose triangle with your hands, with your index finger and thumb pointing at each other without touching. We'll start with the right side. Turn to the side almost to a 130 direction. Slowly bring your triangle upwards to above our forehead. Circle back with your hip as we turn. Now find our loose triangle back in front of our dantian. To the left to a 10:30 o'clock, bringing your arms up and have your triangle above your forehead. Keep your shoulder relaxed. Now come back down and return back to your lower dantian. Let's do this a few more times. Breathe in as we bring our arms up, our hands relaxed and hollowed. Breathe out as we come back down. You may use your gaze to follow the triangle in your hands. Don't bend all the way looking down. Just practice using your peripheral vision to observe your body's movements. Breathe in as we bring our arms up. Now exhale as we slowly make our way back down. Remember, we're not here to make a dramatic twist. We're not working around the spine. Always keep your back straight, knee bent, and pelvis tucked. Double check now that we're on the top, our arms are still slightly bent, almost like we have a round mirror between our arms, holding space for the air we breathe. The gentle movement around our waist and the lifting of our arms help our Chong Mai Chi. This means we're finding some comfort with any anxiety, frustration, as we just get the blood and chi moving again. Our spleen, which is in charge of intellectual thoughts and cognitive thinking, also sits near the lower abdomen. So by tonifying it as we're doing this practice, we're not just lifting up this brain fog, we're balancing our yin and yang. This means we're not overworking ourselves by just avoiding feelings by stacking things to do back to back. We're actually finding a safe spot to be aware of how we feel and what we're thinking and planning what to do next. Now with the last turn coming down from the left, rest your triangle in front of our lower dantian and our fingers pointing at the front. We move on to the second pose called Dragon Emerges from the Sea. This is a really beautiful exercise to relieve any mental strain and just taking a break from overthinking. Have both of your hands at the side of your hips as we'll slowly turn our palm facing up. When our palm is face upward, close them to make a gentle fist and your thumb is on top of your middle finger. Bring your right fist out in a straight line. As we're bringing our arm forward, gently turn your fist to the left. We're going to be scooping some water by turning our hand inwards to do a half circle coming back up. Now slowly bring our fist back. Feel our elbow is just sliding back as it comes back without using our shoulder. Pull back, finger facing up. Move your fist down to the right as you make a scoop. Breathe out as he pushes our fist from the hip going out. Now inhale as we scoop the water and toss it out. As we're drawing the outer fist to come back, we're also breathing out as the other hand is coming. Fist out, inhale, draw the inner half circle. Come back with the other fist still at the hip. Now both are our lower dantian. Open your palm and reset. You can relax your leg for a bit if you need. Let's try again. Turn your palm upward. Make your gentle fists. They should both still be at your dantian level next to your hip. Inhale and exhale as our fist comes out. Now scoop inside, come back, toss the water out as we finish drawing this half circle. Left fist coming out, use your forearm to do the half circle. And our other hand can start coming out when we reach midway. Come back as we exhale, inhale, draw the half circle from your elbow and bring it back. Right hand back, left hand out. Left hand back, right hand out. Focus on the moves. We're not just training our spatial awareness with the turning and coordination. We're also taking deeper breath as we do so, expanding our lung capacity. When we start to feel more comfortable in this, try to relax your mind and just gaze forward. Try to breathe in deeper and longer. Now that we're a few minutes into this move, keep your shoulder relaxed, easing away the tension in your upper body. This exchange between our left and right fists helps calm our mind. It basically balances your right and left brain, and in doing so, we ground our spirit, which is super important as it basically keeps our body at a more relaxed state. Right hand back, left hand out. Left hand back, right hand out. When we open our chest more during our inhale, we're strengthening our lungs and its breathing capacity. This also boosts our overall immune system with a smoother circulation. So not only are we helping ourselves cope with any mental changes in life, We're also physically unfazed by any seasonal change as they happen. For those who want to expand their breathing even more, you can tilt your hip forward as you bring your fist out. This will start activating the muscle next to our rib, opening more space for our lungs to expand. Now when we come back, the hip should follow the elbow and returning to a neutral stance. Naturally, your other side will tilt forward, so this is creating like a seesaw momentum. When we start letting our breath to guide us, our heart will start to feel more safe as it's getting the maximum nutrition and oxygen that it needs. Since the heart is the house of our spirit and governs all our emotion, as we're doing this exercise, we calm our mind, especially in time before bed, because this creates a safe space for our spirit to stay intact and not wander around, causing us to spiral into thinking when we really should be resting for the day. We're now coming to an end with dragon emerges from the sea. This time, as your left fist come back, keep your right hand resting in front of your hip. Inhale a bit deeper, feeling your chest rising up slightly as you inhale. Open your fists and your palms back to facing the ground. Let's take a little pause here. Adjust your pelvis. Make sure you're still standing 1 foot apart. And imagine tree roots grounding us deeper into the earth, stable and unmoved. Focus back on your breath, keeping your eyes open. Feel the warmth of your blood moving through your body, just bringing awareness to how you feel right now. How does the environment feel around you? Do you feel the air around your skin? Do you feel the air more as it enters through your nose and you gently breathing out? Embrace this connection we have with our body right now. I'm so proud of you as we're now moving to our last pose. This move is called Dove Spread Its Wing. It's quite a visual move and it's a great way to tonify the chi in the organs we just worked on in the past 2 moves. This move helps our heart, lungs, and liver, relieving any strain in the chest. It's a great way to imagine we're also giving ourselves a big hug and really for showing up to honor the feelings despite how hard it is in the past few days and weeks. We'll break this move into 2 parts. The leg movement is quite different from the past 2 we've done. Check we are 1 foot apart, hip width distance. Then, put your right foot out in a 45-degree angle, so the back of our heels is diagonal from the left toe. We'll be working on our leg muscle for quite a bit as we're shifting the weight to the front and back from right to left and vice versa. Step your right foot out and then shifting the weight to the front. With our weight now at the front, lift up your left foot at the back on the side of your right foot next to its arm. Now stepping back with your left foot pointing to the front, shift the weight to the back. So this momentum will naturally guide your right foot back to join the left. Now let's try the other side. Turning to the left, come up with your left foot forward, heels down. Use that momentum to bring your right foot to join you with just the toe touching the ground next to your left foot. One more time. Place your right heel out in 45, with the rest of the foot coming down as you shift the weight to the front. When you feel the weights, follow this flow to lift up your left foot. Now bring the left backward. When you go back to center, shift the weight to the left heel. Your right foot should feel light enough to come back as well. Left foot coming out. We don't have to lift our foot super high. It is just enough for us to move from one spot to another. We're going to slowly bring ourselves back. Both our feet now back at the center. Remember this as your home base before we shift forward or to the side. Always checking we're 1 foot apart, knees slightly bent, pelvic tuck. Do the second part focusing on just the upper body. Take a look and watch as I move through the whole flow. When we move to the right side, stepping our foot out, we'll slowly bring both hands from the dantian up to our shoulder and open them to the side. Now as we bring the left foot behind to join us here, we'll start closing in our arms. The back of our hands should now touch each other. Direct it to gently tap to the middle of your chest. Keep your arm in this embrace, stepping back for our left foot first. When the right foot feels the momentum to come back as well, lifting and opening up our chest. Now let's do them all together. Breathe out as we go forward. As you lift your back foot up, start to close in your arms, bringing them in to give yourself the big hug. Direct all those energy to your fingers and touch the middle of your chest and stretching our upper back and shoulder muscle. Stay in this position. Step back first with your left foot. Breathe in as you now bring your front foot back and open up your arm. Release any tension stored at the back of your upper shoulder. Now let's do the full body movement. Step forward, heel first, arms still opened. Bring the foot back up, start closing your arm. Rest your chin on top of your chest. Move your foot first as we go back to center. Slowly opening up again. Breathe in as we open, expanding our lungs, feeling the airflow on the side. Always remember to keep shifting the weight between the 2 feet. Now breathe out as we make the big hug, really pushing out any unwanted energy. Keep your shoulder relaxed, gentle breathing without much noise. Lift the foot, shift to the center. Use your core to guide the movement of the upper body backward. Open up your arm, extending your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. This time, when your fingers touch your chest, imagine it sending some warm light from our chest all the way to our back and expanding to reach the top and bottom of our body. Make sure we're not rooting down on either of the foot. This will make it really hard for you to go back and forth in a gentle flow. Open up your arm, extending your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Whenever the feet are moving, imagine we're using the toe as an anchor. So we're not stepping with our entire foot down, and rather we're just using the front right below our toe and the heels to move the flow, weights back and forth. now for the last time as you move your left foot backward. Now start straightening your chest as you inhale. Gently bring your palm back down to the lower dantian. Now let's turn to do it to the left. Move your left heel out at a 45 degree and stepping the rest of your foot weights down. Your arms slowly coming in, chin closer to your chest, fingers back to back, and exhale as our shoulder draws in, tapping at our chest. Come back with your right, shifting the momentum to the heels. Heel, now to the front. Lift your back leg. Come back to center. Shift the weight to the heels at the center. Keep feeling your knee bent. Step out, heel first. Weight shifting forward. Draw in your shoulder. Exhale into your hug. Whenever your finger contact your heart, remind yourself you are safe, you are good, and you are enough. Inhale, and remember, you will always have your own back. Lift the right toe back, transferring the weight to its heel when you come back to the center. The left following. Straighten your shoulder. Deep inhale. Sometimes, without realizing, when we constantly have stress running at the back of our mind, they build up tension in our liver. You will feel this when you feel there's too much nausea, when you feel bloated, and maybe the unfortunate case of constipation and diarrhea. To really shift this in the long run, we need to take the time to figure out what is bringing us all this tension. Whether they are expectations we place on ourselves, we take in people's criticism too personally, we don't have enough quality time with ourselves, or just an overall fear of things going wrong and unpredictable. This exercise doesn't switch on a magic solution, but once we realize that when changes are constant, we can always return to this familiar feeling of home within ourselves, and that is okay. Drawing to a close, come back with the right toes. Slowly turn your upper body to face the front. As you pull the hand apart, use this inhale to draw in confidence, reassurance, and peace. back to your lower dantian, and remember, you are so good. Now, to close our section, reconnect ourselves to heaven and our feet still 1 foot apart. This just helps to make sure we come out of the practice with a balanced heart and mind. Keep your pelvis tucked as much as you can. It's okay if your legs feel tired at this point. We're gonna remove any excessive energy we've built up throughout the practice. Measure 3 fingers below your belly button. If you're female, place a right hand over there. And if you're a male, place your left hand over there. Take a deep breath in and exhale through your mouth as we start lowering down our body. Now we're at the bottom. Breathe in through your nose, hold it, and we'll come back up. Do it 2 more times. Inhale through our nose, exhale through our mouth as we come down. Breathe in, hold it, come back up, knees still bent. Last time, exhale through your mouth, letting it all out. Come back up, hold it, and return to normal breathing. Now, to remove any buried energy that came up in our practice, clearing space for only the good and joy coming in. In the next inhale, start lowering down your body, the back of our hands facing each other, and push your palm out like we're opening a light between them. When we come back, scoop the good chi within your palms and imagine sending good energy as we come back to a lower dantian. Palm touch and exhale with the intention to release all that does not serve you. And come back with a new intention of how you want to feel rest of the day and rest of the week. For our last one, breathe out, pushing outward, really sinking into your pelvis for one last time. Now come back, taking a deeper inhale as we return back to our quintessential pose. We have reached the end of our practice. I hope you've cultivated a calmer heart with our gentle and deeper breathing. With these repetitive moves, we signal to our brain that all will be okay. Hopefully, this will lead you to letting go the need to be on guard the whole time. You got so much to give, and the world has so much more to show us. I'm proud of you, and remember, you are good. I will see you anytime here back at MSG.